Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the different career paths that you can take with a degree in psychology. I'm going to be covering things that when I was looking for a job, I saw on Indeed the most often. So let's just get into the video. So the first job that I'm just going to talk about is being an ABA therapist or technician or specialist, whatever you want to call it. This is one of the most common jobs with a degree in psychology that you can get. When I graduated in 2016 and I started looking for jobs in psychology, ABA was a humongous field and it would just always come up whenever I'd look for jobs on Indeed or any other job listing website. So essentially what you're doing as an ABA therapist, you're working one-on-one with children on the autism spectrum. And when I applied for the jobs in ABA, they informed me that I would have to do a lot of driving and it would require me to go from house to house working with different children one-on-one, helping them and their families in developing coping mechanisms and just helping them to live a happy and healthy life while being on the autism spectrum and just different ways to cope with that. So another job that is common within the field of psychology is a substance abuse counselor. So substance abuse counselors do similar things that ABA therapists do in that they are working one-on-one with individuals, but it's obviously with a completely different person with completely different issues that they're struggling with. A substance abuse counselor will be someone that works with individuals who are struggling with addiction, substance abuse. It can be really draining mentally, physically, because you're working with individuals who are struggling a lot and they're some of the most difficult people to work with. So it requires a lot of strength, emotional strength, and you have to be able to put your all into it because it is tough. So another job that you can have with a degree in psychology is a psychiatric technician. So psychiatric technicians help out and work with a medical team. So they don't work independently, they always work under the direction of a physician. So typically psychiatric technicians will monitor patients' behavior, emotional wellness, anything that they're struggling with. A behavioral technician will monitor all of those things and report back to the physician or whoever they're working under. And they'll also just work with the individual or the patient and just aiding and helping people who have mental illnesses or any type of developmental delay or disability. They also do a lot of assisting when it comes to administering medications. So a really big field that a lot of psych majors are going for recently that I've noticed is the field of HR. So HR, if you guys don't know, is human resources. And I guess now that we're on this topic, I will also discuss things like sales, administrative assistant, and things like that. So I feel like this is the field that psych majors take when they want to do things on more of the business side of psychology. So basically what HR people do at jobs is they recruit people for the job. They do a lot of researching and trying to find the best employees to recruit to start working at their job. They do the interview process and everything like that. Also along the lines of that, you can do something like working for a job recruiting or like a temp agency, basically trying to hire people, trying to recruit people for certain jobs and just being that middleman. So that is another career that you can take that is sort of related to HR, but you're not working for a company and recruiting jobs for that company. You're working for a company who recruits people for another company, so basically you're the middleman. You could also do administrative assistant, customer service, things like that. And basically an administrative assistant, you guys know, it's just, when you walk into an office and whoever's at the front desk, and you can be an administrative assistant for any company, I guess, but something that I contemplated doing after graduating with a degree in psych is I thought about being an administrative assistant for this company that basically provides counseling and care for people with mental illness, but I ultimately decided not to. You could also do sales, selling people things. That's another career that you could take that is more on the business side of psychology. Not like there really is a business side, but I guess more of the business side. So another common job that you can have with a degree in psychology is being a school counselor. So school counselors essentially work with the staff and the students at the school in improving everyone's mental health and just working with people who are struggling with different issues within the school. And they're just essentially concerned with the overall mental health and mental well-being of the individuals within the school. So they'll work with students at the school in dealing with and working through issues that they're having at school, at home, you know, trying to give them different ways to cope and just trying to be a support system for them. I do know a few people who have been a school counselor, and they tell me that it's a really, really tough job and they don't recommend it. But if that is something that you're interested in, then that is another career that you could take. So another career path that you could take with a degree in psychology is being a child life specialist. So I actually contemplated doing this with my degree, but I ultimately decided not to. But basically, a child life specialist works with children and families who are dealing with chronic illnesses, hospitalization, and just basically trying to help them with the stress that comes along with having a chronic illness or being in the hospital, any type of debilitating disease that they have, just trying to help them with that to maintain as much harmony as possible within their life, even though they have those issues. Okay, so finally, the last career path that I want to talk about in this video is just working in a research lab. Universities that conduct research within the field of psychology are pretty much always looking for people to join them in the lab. And basically, as a research assistant or whatever you'll be doing in the lab, you're just going to be working on different studies and trying to conduct studies and working closely with people who are leading the study, which probably wouldn't be you because I'm pretty sure that you have to be more qualified. You'll do things as a research assistant in a lab, working with psychologists to carry out different psychological studies within the lab. And also another career path that you could take is just working at a university, or specifically the university that you graduated from. A field that I feel like a lot of psych majors go into when working at universities is the admissions office. It's similar to being an HR person at a job where you're just looking for people and you're just dealing with applications for potential students who could go to your school or the school that you work at. Alright guys, so these were just a few of the potential careers that you can have with a degree in psychology. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I obviously did not cover all of the different things that you can get with a degree in psychology. There are so many more careers that you can have. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time.